Hi again guys, I was just going to do a little bit of recording before I start watching TV, and I came across this thing which made me jump a mile because I didn't expect him to be that giant, and he's disappeared. I said I wasn't going to record unless I found anything interesting, but I found the giantness of that thing quite interesting, so I thought I'd just do a quick recording. I'm sorry if nothing particularly interesting happens. But I've decided to cut my losses and quickly change from giant landscapes to try and find something more interesting. So I'm in the Violence District again. Let's see what can happen here. I wonder if these things under the light have any significance, because there's a building that's in blue where I think the shooting happens, maybe? Who's that? I've seen her before. Hello? Okay, she's gone. I hear the reliable noise of our hanging woman. For some reason that noise really gets to me. Even before I knew what it meant, it really just sort of puts a shiver up my spine, you know? It's a little bit strange. Stupid Mr. Grey. And I'm somewhere nowhere again. So I found the best way to go somewhere completely new, in a way, is to walk into walls, whereas if you go under tunnels and stuff, you'll just end up moving between landscapes. I haven't found the correct pattern yet, because I'm still exploring a little bit, but I found that's the best way to do it still. What's that over there? Oh yeah, this is our friend Shark or the whale or something. Let's see where he takes us today. Okay, so we're back in the landmark landscape. Okay, and this is the outside of the house, and those are the weird head things. You can chase them, but they don't actually lead you anywhere new. You can't find them in the next scene or anything like that. I find that if you chase things here rather than going through them, you'll just end up where you were. You won't ever be able to catch up with them. It doesn't evolve the dream anymore. Which is something else, if they were to redo this, I'd like to see, sort of being able to chase characters from scenario to scenario. Mr. Grey, Christ, you just know your timing, don't you? Yeah, but being able to chase characters from scenario to scenario would be quite interesting. And then being able to talk. I can't decide whether that would be scary or interesting or a mix of both, to be honest with you. So I mean, to decide these characters, I guess what they'd have to say would be quite scary / disturbing. I'm sorry if you can hear music. I can't work out whether it's the pub across the street or whether my downstairs neighbours have decided that 20 past 10 at night is a good time to practice. I don't really mind much, I can sleep for anything me, but yeah, so I'm sorry if you can hear that basically. Let's just walk into something. I found that I can play this game on mute, so if I'm watching something on TV or listening to the radio, you can play it on mute, but it sort of does lose an atmosphere a little bit, and you can't work out whether there's somebody waiting for you to interact with them, like the Minotaur and the hooves and everything like that. Yeah, there's a spaceship on this one as well. I saw that before. It's a different shaped one, so there's obviously a couple of spaceships floating around this level. That's weird. I could follow it, but it probably won't go anywhere interesting. Okay, let's go see what else we can do. I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm most interested when I get through to the Violence District, because to me that represents a place where most things are going to happen, in comparison to other places where they don't seem to happen, and if they do happen, they're repetitive. I'm also interested because the Violence District is quite a wide space, but I've only seen 3 or 4 things happen, which isn't really many. Oh. really, that noise does send a chill down my spine. I just realised it again. It's really weird because it shouldn't do that. Even before I knew what the noise meant. It's really weird. Oh, I even walked into something on the dream decided I was done there. Oh, okay. Well, this is where I ended up last time when I was shot, so that's a little bit weird. So this seems to be a place you can pretty much only get if you're shot, from my experience, and somehow that's happened there, but I don't think I was shot. There's nowhere else you can go now, which is kind of frustrating, but a lot of the levels are like that, you have to escape. Like this one. I don't think I've actually seen anything happen on this one, like with character at all. I think perhaps I've seen Mr. Grey here, but even then I'm not 100% sure. Let's just have a quick explore. Now I know the run, it's not... So that looks interesting over there. That's not fair. Finally see something interesting, it disappears. But I guess that's what dreams are like, really. Now I've learnt to run in the larger landscapes, it's not such a problem with exploring. I'm a little bit less anxious about being taken away and all that sort of stuff before I've had time to explore. Now I can run. Okay, so you've sent me back to the house again. Oh, that thing always scares the bejeebus out of me. I don't know why, because I guess it's because it's not always there, it's only sometimes there. Ugh, back in the Violet District. She's fine. Just that noise. It's really the only noise on here that makes me tense. It's a bit like the other major game I play, like routinely. Then this may not become routine. I've only been playing it for a day. There's the dead guy again. Saw him on the first video. I swear he's slightly moved actually, even though I'm coming in from a different position, one or the other. But the only other sound that makes me tense up as much is the cry of a witch. So if anybody else plays Left 4 Dead, you know what I'm talking about, and it's also a noise that's been used in several TV programmes, and I'm sure several clips on YouTube of the witch crying, and the music that accompanies her. Sorry, I said a weird noise. Anyway, the music that accompanies her is the only other thing that puts the willies on me, and the music comes with the tank. So there's not many sort of video games that make me shudder. I mean, Left 4 Dead to a degree is supposed to be scary, especially the witch crying, because she can wreak so much damage on you. So for a video game, no shooting man in there today. So for a video game to make me have a shudder for basically no real reason. It sounds like a duck. It's weird. I have to cancel what there is now. Oh, I saw this guy before as well. Oh, and then he disappears when you get too close, but nothing untoward happens at all. Nothing happens at all. It's weird. So yeah, I mean the noise of, I don't know, I guess it must be the rope that the woman hangs herself with is the only noise that sort of, ooh, a bit of a shiver. That way for pills apparently. I always find myself being a little bit more on guard here. Even though, you know, it's not a proper video game, you don't have health or anything like that. If that man appears or you go into the room when the man is and he shoots you, then you restart the room. I don't really want to leave because it takes so long to get here sometimes. But I can't really see anything else going on at the moment. Okay, let's leave. Oh, it decided that I was done anyway. Apparently that was more of an upper dream. I didn't have anything that I would consider really happy. I didn't have anything that I would consider really sad, apart from the fact that I went to visit the Violet District. According to some research I've done, it bases your rating, your up and downer rating, on what happens to you throughout your time, so not just one dream. I still find it a little bit hard to comprehend. Ah, look at that. I've seen that before either. Okay, I don't recognise here as much. Oh, I do, I've just gone up through a different way. I do that quite a lot. I think these areas are bigger than you give them credit for. Once you're transported to a different area, I always think about it like spawning, like again on Left 4 Dead, other video games as well obviously, but where your character spawns can be at random, and that can be somewhere that's not convenient. I don't like this scary thing either. And it disappears. I mean, it did part of me wishes I could read Japanese, because then I could say, oh, that meant something really significant. But I'm sure, obviously, Japanese people who've played this game and reviewed it. Go away, Mr. Gray, I want to see you. Whether, you know, however they've reviewed it, maybe find more significance in this game. I mean, it's not meant to be sort of make sense. It's not. That's the nature of the game, unfortunately. It's a dream emulator. Even if it was in English, that could have said poodle for all I know, and that makes no more sense coming out of a giant head's mouth than any other word. Okay, so that was more output and dynamics, so I didn't understand the ratings. I'm trying to. But, you know, I played Dreams at least, well, over 55 times, because I played this probably about 16 times before I started recording, and I've done a couple of games in between recordings, so probably about 60 times or so. 70 times or so. Ooh. Oh, okay, is that sort of map? It looks quite feasibly like a map, doesn't it? It's probably not, but it looks like it could be a map. Looks like it has the areas marked out you can vaguely recognise. Oh, I'm on the roof again! So nothing else you can see from here. So sort of, this is the violence district, so there's no other sort of significant things unique to the violence district now. Okay. Oh. Well, I fell off fine. That's weird. Okay. So I managed to fall off and live that time. What was I standing on? Oh, okay. Really frustrating. I just hate the fact that you can accidentally transfer yourself out when you don't want to. I wish there was some sort of sensitivity option or something like that, but there isn't. This game is surprisingly limited of options. I think the main screen doesn't even give the option to mute or, I don't know, anything like that at all. I don't know how many options you need, but it doesn't even give you the option to mute or restart or anything like that. It just pauses the game. There's an option on there that says shake on, which I guess is if you're playing on a PlayStation you can have vibration on the remote. I'd like to know when that happens actually, if anybody has or had this game for PlayStation 1. Is it when something significant happens, or just when you change dreams, or what? Okay, so we're running out of time again. And I can't escape from here, which, oh no, I can. As you can see, the textures have changed because we were here a little bit earlier, and the objects changed as well. I think that's quite cool. Oh, that's very cool. Okay, so I'm going to try and get over my obsession of recording this whenever I do it. For some reason I really like recording it and sort of recording my reaction with a film like that. I want to try and evoke a discussion about it. I know I'm not the only one who've done these videos. So I mean, you know, no way unique, I know that. But yeah, I'll try to only record when something interesting happens, but this time today wasn't particularly significant. So yeah, this has been my last video for a little while, as long as I can get over my obsession, and I will see you guys later. Bye!